Alex Keller, and thank you so much for joining me for Pilates today. We'll start on our back, drawing the knees into the chest, and then extend the legs long, pumping the arms for the Pilates 100. Draw the navel towards the spine, relax the shoulders away from the ears, and lift the shoulder blades high off of the mat. The gaze can be to the knees or to the toes. At any time you feel any discomfort in the head or neck, feel free to allow the head to relax back onto the mat. Lengthen through the legs, and we're pumping here. Again, pull the navel towards the spine and play around with the angle of the legs. Draw the knees into the chest, relax down onto the mat. Extend the right leg high to the sky, circling the right leg around. Reaching through the toes, and allow the rotation to come from the hip joint only. The pelvis is staying in neutral and the abdominals are still active. Alternate directions. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the right foot to the mat and extend the left leg long. Circle for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alternate direction. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and return the left foot to the mat. Draw the knees into the chest. Roll the head and neck up off the mat. Single leg extension. Left leg either to a 90 or 45-degree angle. Exhale and switch legs. Just like the Pilates 100, the belly button is pulling in towards the spine. The shoulders released away from the ears. And lifting the shoulders as high up off of the mat as you feel comfortable. Taking a few more here, alternating the legs at your own perfect pace. Moving along to double leg extension, go ahead and draw both knees into the chest, the arms and legs up towards the sky, circle the arms around, draw the knees into the chest. For more work, feel free to increase the angle. Extend, draw it in. Exhale, extend. Inhale, draw it in. A few more here. Last one, release the head and neck. Go ahead and grab a hold of a block or maybe a bolster or a blanket or a rolled up towel placed in between the thighs. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, roll all the way up to a seated position. Remember, the further away the feet are from the buttocks, the easier the exercise will be. Exhale, roll down. Roll it up. And roll back down. One more time. Roll it up. And roll back down. Extending the right leg long, keeping the knees glued together. Exhale, roll it up, and roll back down. Roll it up, and roll back down. A final time on this side. Roll it up, and roll back down. Releasing the right foot to the mat. Extend the left leg long. Exhale to come up, and roll back down. Now the block in between the thigh, feel free to remove it if it feels cumbersome at any time, but it helps to activate the lower pelvic floor. Let's take that one more time. Roll all the way back down, release the left leg. Draw the feet to tabletop, shins parallel to the mat. Exhale, roll it up, and roll back down. 2 more, roll it up, roll back down. 1 more time. Exhale, roll it up, and roll back down. Go ahead and release the block and the legs, moving to the final teaser. Coming into a pike position. Exhale, lift the legs and the torso at the same time. Try to hold and then roll back down. 2 more times. Exhale and lift. Exhale, lower back down. The final time we're going to hold for 5 good breaths at the top. Lift and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And remember, you can always hold onto the legs if you need to. And then roll all the way back down. Draw the knees into the chest, rocking up to a sits position, moving to the spinal roll. Draw the knees into the chest, tuck the chin, and roll back to the scapula, and then all the way back up. Try to balance at the top. Roll back and roll up. Try not to roll onto the head or neck. And continue to look at the belly button to protect the cervical spine. 1 more time. Roll all the way back to the top, balance, release the legs, and we're moving to another abdominal exercise. Feel free to grab the block, placing it in between the thighs, always optional. Hands behind the thighs, hinge it back as far as you feel comfortable, release the hold, exhale and twist. Center and twist. 2 more here, relax the shoulders, open the chest, and squeeze that block to activate those lower pelvic floor muscles. 1 more time each way. Center, twist, and center. Go ahead and pull it up. Relax the hands. Remove the block, taking a couple shoulder rolls or neck rolls, anything that feels comfortable for you. And yes, we have 2 more of this exercise. Let's set it up for a second time, adding the block, squeezing the hands behind the thighs, releasing the hold. Feel free to modify. Lifting 1 leg. Twist, center, twist, center, twist, center. Pull it up, relax it down 1 more time. Remove the block, taking some head, neck, shoulder rolls, anything that feels good for the body. And don't forget to smile and know that you're doing something good for the body. We'll do it 1 more time. So draw the block in between the thighs, hands behind the thighs, hinge it back, release the hold. Next modification to lift both legs, and then extend 1 leg as you twist to the opposite side. Twist, center, twist, center. 1 more. Twist, center, twist, and center. Release the legs, pull it up, release the arms, and remove the block. Moving to the next exercise. The legs come hip width apart, the arms as if they're on a coffee table. Slide the hands forward and then slide it back. Pull the belly button towards the spine and pretend like someone has a rope on the belly and they're pulling it back as you resist forward. Roll it forward and roll it back. Come all the way back to center. We're going to take 5 more of these. Feel free to stay with the current intensity. Legs hip width apart, rolling it back and rolling it forward. So see, I have a nice C curve in the spine. So all my yogis out there, we have our Pilates scoop. We also have the option here to roll all the way down and all the way back up. Now, if you get stuck on the roll down, just use your hands on the backs of the thighs to help roll you back up. 1 more time. Roll it back and roll it up. Come all the way. Oh, 1 more bonus, just kidding. And roll it all the way back to the top. Coming to center, release the hands, bend the knees, scooting far enough up onto the mat so we can roll back onto the spine. Go ahead and roll onto the right side. The entire body will line up with the back of the mat, moving any props that may be in your way. The head can rest on the forearms or maybe in the hand. Pick up both toes to the front edge of the mat, creating a pike position. The left arm in front of the abdominals for support. No hula hoop legs. We want to keep the hips nice and quiet. Brush the top leg forward and back. Brush it forward, brush it back. 3, 2, and 1. Now brush the leg forward, bend the knee, shift the leg to the back and extend. Brush it forward, bend the knee, shift it to the back, extend. 3, bend the knee, shift it to the back, extend. 2, bend the knee, shift it to the back, extend. Brush it forward, bend the knee, shift it to the back, extend. Brush it forward and then brush it back, straight leg behind. Bend the knee, shift it to the front, extend, brush it back. Bend the knee, shift it to the front, extend, brush it back. Bend the knee, shift it to the front, extend, brush it back. Bend the knee, shift it to the front, extend, brush it back, and return. Bend the knee, shift it to the front, extend, brush it back. Now return to neutral, baby circles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alternate direction. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting the leg no higher than 45 degrees. Pointing through the toes and try to lengthen through the entire leg. Lift a few more here. Draw the belly button towards the spine. Relax that left shoulder away from the ear. Bending that left knee, placing in front of the right, and then lift with the right inner thigh. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lift and hold. Lift a little higher and lower. Lift and hold. Lift a little higher and lower. One more time. Lift. Lift a little higher and lower. Top leg meets the bottom. Bend the knees so the knees, bend the top knee, extend and lower. PK, extend, lower. 3, extend, lower. PK, extend, lower. Opposite direction, lift, point, and lower. Lift a straight leg, bend the knee, extend. Lift, bend the knee, trace it down. Lift, bend the knee, trace it down. Lift, bend the knee, trace it down. Now bend the knees into the same plane as the hips, and then the ankles in the same plane as the knees. We're going to lift with the hip. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the knees glued together. Point the top toes toward the ceiling and open. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the knees together. Now lift the knee, touch the toes. Knee to knee, toe to toe, knee to knee, toe to toe. This isn't actually a Pilates move, but I really like it because it works the deep 6 rotators in a completely different way. Take a few more here. And now baby clam. Keep the toes together and open the knee. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now big clam. Reach both toes towards the sky and open the top knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and pat out that side or maybe rub it out. I know those rotators are burning, but smile and know you're doing something good for that booty. And bonus round. Lift the toes, open the knee, point the toe, toe to toe, knee to knee, open, point, 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 toe to toe, knee to knee. One more. Point, toe to toe, knee to knee. Relax down. Go ahead and give that side a well-deserved pat. And then we'll move to the opposite side, making sure you're moving any water bottles or props that might be in your way. And then lining the entire body up with the back of the mat, picking up the toes, creating a pike position with the body, the right hand in front of the abdominals for support. Lift the top leg, brush it forward, and brush it back. Brush it forward, brush it back. Brush it forward, and brush it back. Brush it forward, brush it back. Brush it forward, bend, brush it back. Brush it forward, 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 bend the knee, shift it to the back, extend. Brush it forward, bend the knee, shift it to the back, and extend. Brush it forward, bend the knee, shift it to the back, and extend. Brush it forward, bend the knee, shift it to the back, extend. Brush it forward, bend the knee, shift it to the back, extend. Now brush it back, straight leg behind, bend the knee, brush it forward, and extend. Brush it back, bend the knee, shift it forward, extend. Brush it back, bend the knee, shift it forward, extend. Brush it back, bend the knee, shift it forward, extend. Brush it back, bend the knee, shift it forward, extend, brush it back, bring it to neutral, and baby circles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite direction. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and relax it down and bring it up 45 degrees. 9, 8, 7. Pull the belly button towards the spine and lift from the side muscles, our gluteus medius and the sartorius and the tensor fasciae latae that attaches to that IT band. And then we're going to pique. Extend and lower. Bend the knee, trace the leg, extend, lower, trace, extend, and lower, trace, extend, and lower, trace, extend, and lower. Opposite direction. Straight leg high, bend the knee, trace the foot down the thigh, and lift, bend the knee, trace, lift, bend the knee, trace it down, lift, bend the knee, and trace it down, lift, bend the knee, trace it down. And now we're going to bring that right foot in front of the left and lift with the inner left thigh. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to lift and hold. Lift a little higher and lower. Lift and hold. Lift a little higher and lower. Lift, lift higher and lower. Bring the top foot to meet the bottom foot, bending the knees so the knees are in the same plane as the hips, and the feet are in the same plane as the knees. Lift with the thigh. 10, 9, 8, 7. Now pretend that there's a wall right behind your hips. So the hips are not moving back and forth. You're simply opening the thigh from the deep 6 rotators. A few more. And then knees, point the top toe towards the ceiling, open and close the knees. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now knee to knee, toe to toe. Knee to knee, toe to toe. A few more here, working those rotators in a completely different manner. Taking the time to allow the rotation to come from the hip and not from hula hooping the booty all over the place. And then we'll move to baby clam. Toes together, lift the top knee. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both toes reach towards the sky. Open the top knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and relax it down, pat it out. I know you're burning, but we're almost done. You're doing awesome. So bonus round, lift both toes, open, point, toe to toe, knee to knee, 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 open, point, toe to toe, knee to knee. You're almost there. Point, toe to toe, knee to knee, open, 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 point, toe to toe, knee to knee. Go ahead and relax it down, pat it out. And let's go ahead and press all the way up for our attitude exercises. We're rolling all the way down, lifting the hips to a bridge pose. Feel free to hold here, making any wardrobe adjustments you need to. And then we're going to march in place. So lift one foot and then the opposite foot, keeping the hips quiet. Feel free to stay with this current intensity of the exercise, or move to the progression where you lift the right leg to the sky, lower till it's parallel with the left, and lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, try not to let the hips sag, keep lifting that booty, 2, and 1. Return the right foot to the mat, extending the left leg high to the sky. Lift the hips, lower the leg, and lift. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the left foot to the mat and go ahead and lower all the way down. Draw the knees into the chest and rock the body side to side, massaging the low back and the kidneys. Rocking up to a sits position, now we're going to move to that attitude exercise. The left shin will come parallel to the front of the mat. The right knee is bent in behind. We're going to lift the right knee, but don't allow the body to tip over like a pendulum. Stay nice and erect. Lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to lift and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's switch sides. That right shin is going to come parallel to the front of the mat, lifting the left. 10, 9. You can always change the arms here, holding out or keeping them relaxed onto the shin. Just a few more. Keep lifting and lowering with the strength of the leg. And last one. And then we're going to lift and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and lower down. Moving to some spinal exercises. The arms are going to come out. Feel free to bend the elbows, lifting the right arm and left leg. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. So we're alternating lifting the opposite arm and the opposite leg, working the erector spinae, the glutes, and the hamstrings. Feel free to lift and lower the head or keep the head lifted. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And now we're going to lift all four limbs and then swim, pumping the arms and legs. Swim, 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 swim. Keep pumping, keep breathing, keep reaching to those fingers and toes. Exhale and relax. Taking a counter stretch, draw the hands underneath the shoulders, press the hips to the heels, reaching the arms forward, giving a nice stretch to the back. Feel free to hold here. Or we have another option to draw the hands down by the sides, coming into folded leaf. Continue to breathe and relax. And now we're going to move into a stretch. So rolling all the way back onto the spine, bending both knees, drawing the right foot on top of the left thigh. Feel free to hold here for supine pigeon pose, or maybe draw the left knee into the chest, holding behind the thigh, the shin, and feel free to extend the leg, holding as long as you feel comfortable. And let's switch legs, drawing that right knee onto the left. Feel free to come into any variation that feels best. This stretch is great for stretching the sartorius, the deep six rotators, and the tensor fascia latae attached to the IT band, all muscles that we just used. Thank you so much for joining me today, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a great rest of your day.